Why are there so many top ones? I swear every day I wake up and there's a new one, and I am going to rank all of them. In this video, I gathered about 80 upcoming top extreme demons and ranked them on this tier list based on my opinions alone. Just a heads up, this is probably not every level. I looked through a few videos and picked out the ones I thought deserved a spot in this tier list. If you've made an upcoming extreme that didn't make it in this video, I am very sorry. I tried my best to include them all, but I definitely missed some. Alright, let's begin.
Okay, what, like making magnets, collecting magnets?
Playing with magnets?
Just magnets.
I'm gonna put snowboarding. We'll put snowboarding.
I don't really snowboard.
Alright, here is our list. And before we start, I want to mention that I will be ranking the levels within categories as well, because that will make ranking these levels easier and I think overall just more fun. I'm going to start out by ranking two levels at the same time, Centipede and Waterfall, because I have a very similar opinion about them. Centipede and Waterfall are good levels on their own, but I do think that I like these levels better as their first previews showcase them. It's a weird opinion, I know, but I just really like the way that both of the levels were executed originally, and I think they had more atmosphere than they do now. Don't get me wrong, both levels are good, just I think they were a little bit better in their first renditions. So I will place Centipede in B tier, but I will place Waterfall in a higher B tier, because I overall just like Waterfall more. Fracture is a pretty mediocre level, I will say. It's not bringing much to the table, it's just a normal 9 circles level, but I do think that it executes what it does alright. I don't really know where to stand on this, so I'm just gonna do the easiest thing and put it in C tier, just because I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a pretty basic level. Alright, Dark Dimension. So this is a remake of Black Blizzard by The Purgatory, and it's a really cool level. Just the only problem I have with it is that it is a Carmel remake, and obviously, you know, any remake of a Carmel level is never going to match up to the original. Let's get that straight really quick. But as a standalone level, I think they do a really good job. Obviously, it gets carried by the Black Blizzard history, and I think that's why I'm going to rank it higher than Waterfall. But I do think that they're doing a really good job on this level, and I am excited to see what the end result is. I don't think it's finished yet. It could be, but I could. Alright, Flashbang. I think this level is pretty cool. I don't really have anything to say to bring it down. I think it's an alright level. Actually, I think it's pretty good. I am excited to see what the end result will be, and I hope that it's still hard enough to place in the top 10, because I think it would be a really cool addition to it. So we're just going to add that in higher B tier. Alright, Spectre. This level just got previewed not too long ago, and it's a really cool level. First off, I will admit I'm not a big Zodiac fan. I'm sorry. I think it does what Zodiac did, but better in my opinion. I really like the decoration on this one, and I think I like the song choice about the same as Zodiac, but it definitely is not going in B tier, it's going in A tier. Alright, the Yangar. I really like this level. I think this level is super cool. I love the decoration, I love the song. I really wish it was a little bit harder. I don't think it's going to place super high on the demon list when it's verified, or I don't even know if it's going to place on the demon list at all. Hopefully Dorami verifies it soon, and I'm going to place this high A tier. Antares, the Arcturus sequel. I think we all know how forgettable Arcturus is. Antares doesn't really do much different. I think it brings up the intensity of the Arcturus style. I do think it executes it a little bit better, but it's still not very high on this list. Outards. I'm not too much of a fan of innards, so Outards is kind of a hit or miss for me. There's nothing really I can say about it to give it any extra points. I mean, it's a level that exists. I will say though that it's much more original and unique than Fracture and Antares is, so I will be giving it a high C tier. Disturb. Another 9 circles level. It's pretty average, you know. I'm not even sure what difficulty it is, but I do know that the showcase did not make this level look very interesting, in my opinion. There was nothing this level did that was super unique or super cool or made me want to keep watching it or keep following updates about this level, so there's not much for me to say about it. I will be giving it a C tier. About there is good. Alright, our first S tier. Based After Base by Akunakun. I think this level is super cool. I love the gimmicks that this level introduces, and I love the song. The decoration's super cool, and I love that it just kind of jokes around, but it still manages to be a really cool level. I hope Person Human verifies this somewhat soon. It is such a cool level that I want to see in the top 10. And good work, Akuna-kun. I love your level. Alright, Down Bass Incarnate. I really like this level. I love the extension that they did for Down Bass, and I think this level executes what it was doing super well. I think I heard that this level was canceled, but I have no idea where this level is still going right now. I hope it's not canceled because I really like it. I will be giving it a low A tier, just because this is more of a user bias here. When I saw the unfinished showcase for it, I just thought it was such a cool level, and I was really hoping to see it finished one day. Annoyed Machine. This is the first impossible level we have on here. It's technically not impossible, it's just basically a top 1, top 0 kind of situation. I do like the usage of the song Jumper in this level. I think it brings its own charm to the table. It does copy the Hard Machine style, so obviously there's not very many originality points. But I don't think this level is that bad. I will rank it mediocre B tier, right here. Alright, Anemesis. This is one of my favorite levels on this whole list. Anemesis is such a cool level, and I just love the way that they redecorated Thanatos and super buffed it, but still managed to make it super cool. Swyborg, if you're watching this right now, you better get up off your ass and verify this level, because I know it's been on the back burner for you for like almost 2 years now, and you need to verify it. For ranking it, I will definitely be giving it a high A tier. I love this level more than Yangyre and Spectre and Down Bass Incarnate. And I know some people will say it's unoriginal, but I don't care. Najimi Breakers. This level is pretty unique, I will say that. I love the decoration previews that we've gotten. I think that the creators utilize the song in a very good way. To place it on here, I'll rank it about mid A tier. Alright, we have our first D tier, look at that. Dead Silence by Exen. This level is such a nothing sandwich. There is nothing cool about this level. It is so basic, and it is just another attempt for Exen to farm that top 1 clout. Alright, Thinking Space 2. I'm not too big of a fan of Thinking Space. I know it has its charm, but I just don't really see it. But Thinking Space 2 is pretty cool as a standalone level, okay? As a sequel, it's pretty bad. I think Thinking Space 2 does not hold up as a sequel that well, because I've heard some people call Thinking Space 2 a glow slop mess, which they're right, but comparing it to the original Thinking Space, I feel like isn't even that fair, because they totally did a different decoration style on it. Calling it a sequel to Thinking Space is not a very good idea. I just wish it was its own level. Necroval. I'm just gonna stick this in D tier. This was supposed to be a 2.2 top 1, but it's just so uninteresting now. I don't really know how to say it. It doesn't really do anything super cool knowing that it's in 2.2, and I think that they could have done so much better with this level, and it's just kind of a disappointment to see. Migraine. This level also got finished kind of recently, and it's aiming to be a top 3. The song is a very, very interesting song. I do think the level's pretty good though. I will say that. Lisp, you did a great job at getting this level out. I love the theming, and I think you're doing a great job using 2.2 in your levels. To place this, I think I'm gonna have to place this in S tier. I really like this level. Alright, Anathema. I'm gonna waste no time and place it in S tier. Such a good level. Necrodox, you did a great job on this. What a great way to end off the dedication series. I'm super happy to see this level finished. I know it's been a couple months, but I love this level so much still. And Rory, good luck to you for verifying it. Alright, look at that, another S tier, The Devil. It is such a cool level, and I am very sad that it isn't verified yet, because it was originally supposed to be like a top 3 level, but now it could only place like maybe top 10. I just really wish that it was verified sooner, or even buffed, but The Devil is so cool. I love the song, I love the decoration. Hirozombie, you did an amazing job. Keep up the good work, dude. And yeah, there's nothing else to say. It's an amazing level. Riot's Demise. Alright, very big change of pace, D tier. I hate Riot's Demise so much. You don't need to keep remaking Bloodbath, guys. Come on. Riot's Demise does nothing interesting. There is literally nothing in this level that is worth pointing out, and I could literally remove this from the whole list and no one would care. Leaves. This is a bit of an interesting level. So this is by Bubbles GMD, pretty unknown creator, but Bubbles made a top 1 level that is supposed to be a Cognition and Oblivion style. It is an open verification, and actually I have permission from Bubbles to verify this someday, so hopefully I can get good enough to do that. I really like the song, and the gameplay in here isn't that bad. Just the whole level in general I think is super cool, and I will rank this high A tier. Alright, Flamewall. I know some of you guys were mad I didn't talk about this in my last video, but I do strongly think that this level is not hard enough to make it on that list. But I don't want to go into that topic. That was my other video. This level is super cool. I am sad that One Alpha Helix didn't end up verifying this. He was doing such a good job, and it's a shame that he didn't manage to finish off this project. But this was picked up by Cuatrocientos, and I think they have as much progress as One Alpha Helix did. I love the whole idea of it. Just a 7-minute level aiming to place at number 1. That's crazy. It's cool that it's fire themed. The intensity of the level is really good throughout the whole thing, and overall it's just a good level. I'm gonna be giving it a high A tier. Silent Acropolis. I went over this in my last video. I really like this level. I don't think I can talk about this much more than I have to, but I will be placing this in the S tier, just because of how good this level is, and recently Ravis did get more progress on the level, so hopefully Ravis verifies it before the end of the year. Alright, Teeth Fortress 2, one of my other favorite levels on this list. The theming on this is amazing. There's nothing on this list that compares to it, and I think that the uniqueness of it totally brings us up in terms of ranking it. I'm not even going to talk about this anymore. I'm going to give this S tier. Apocalyptic Trilogy, another level I talked about in my last video. I think it's pretty cool. Nothing much I can really say to it. I will place it high A tier. Alright, we got the 3 timing levels in a row, so I get to talk about them all right now. Heliopolis, the first of the 3, and probably the highest I will rank of the 3. It is the timing-based level at 0.5 times speed. This level is by Mindcap, and Mindcap did a great job on it. The decoration, the quality, and the intensity of this whole level is executed so well. It's currently being verified by Jif, and they have really good progress on it right now. It was dropped by Pablo, but I do think Jif has a better chance of verifying this. Oh, fun fact, when this level gets verified and places in the top 3, we will have a 3rd RGB trilogy consisting of Tidal Wave, Avernus, and Heliopolis. So hopefully Jif pulls through and we get that new RGB. To rank it, it's going in the high A tier. I like it more than Flame Wall for sure. Alright, Banshee, the mysterious timing demon that was hacked by Space UK. Nah, I'm kidding. Space only got 70%. It was being verified by a few people before, and then passed to Space UK, but now it is being verified by SP Create, and I think that's really cool, seeing underrated players getting chances to verify big projects like this. Banshee's super cool, because I love the way they use the Theory of Everything song, and the decoration from Hard Machine combined. It makes this level really atmospheric and overall good. I am going to rank it A tier, but 1 spot below. Alright, Amber, the lesser known of the 3. This is a level by Stormfly, and I don't know if this was even given permission to be decorated, but there's no public copies of this level anywhere, which is a real shame because I think it's pretty cool. This level's been out longer than any of the 3 that we were talking about, but I do think it is the most unique. It was one of the first real timing top 1 demons, and I hope Stormfly comes back one day to let someone verify this, but I will be ranking it high B tier. Alright, Eternus, another level I talked about. Nothing much really to say about it. Good song, interesting gameplay, won't be verified for 3 years. I will place it up here. I like it more than Flame Wall. Alright, another S tier. YGG Drasil. This is one of my favorite levels just outright on this whole thing. I love the song, I love the gameplay, the color scheme. Everything about this level is just so cool to me, and I think Lisp did an amazing job with this whole project. This project has been going on for about 2 years now. The original video of the layout was taken down from Lisp's channel, which is a shame, but I will be playing footage of other people's parts on the level on the background. This is definitely my favorite S tier level in the whole video, and I'm really excited to see it finished. Alright, Unnamed 666. This is a bit of an interesting one. It's an impossible level. There's no real way to say that other ways. It definitely has a lot of intensity going for it, and I don't think it will ever get verified in its under state, which is a shame because it could be a really cool top 1. I'll place this in the B tier. Amethyst, one of the levels I talked about in my last video. I don't think we have to question this. S tier, great level outright, nothing else. Alright, now we'll be talking about Andromalic. Or actually, to save time, Abyss of Darkness 2. Andromalic and Abyss of Darkness 2 both are really bad levels. Andromalic is just this top 0 hell slop that does not accomplish anything. It doesn't do anything cool. There's nothing really unique about it. And Abyss of Darkness 2 is just as bad as Abyss of Darkness. And I really don't like Abyss of Darkness because it is such a top 1 greedy level. And Abyss of Darkness 2 wants to be top 1 so bad, but we will not let that happen. Alright, Swooping Demon 2. I like this level. It's one I talked about before, and nothing else really for me to say about it. I'll rank it high B tier. Aquamarine, I think this is another interesting opinion. It's not that bad. I think it's pretty cool as a Sukupen Circle sequel. It does its own thing in a way, but it does crank up the difficulty of Sukupen Circles by a lot. So I'll rank that about mid C tier. Ashley Wave Trials. It's a pretty cool level. I do like the gimmick for it. Just a whole XL level, only the wave gameplay. I think it's pretty unique. You definitely don't see that, and it's bright pink, which is also pretty interesting. This level is probably not going to get verified for a couple of years, which is a shame because it's pretty cool. Nothing else really to say about it. I will rank it higher B tier. Aztec. I really don't like this level. This level sucks. It is copying Vivisect, and Vivisect is such a cool level, and there's no reason for this level to even exist. I don't even know why it exists. I don't know who's verifying it or why it even was created in the first place. It just needs to get off the Vivisect bandwagon and be its own level. So I'm ranking that very low D tier. Angelicide is a very unique level. It is currently being verified by AMSA, but when I say currently being verified, I mean that very lightly. AMSA is just trying to get as much progress as they possibly can, which I think is pretty cool. It's a very different level, and it is supposedly twice as hard as Tidal Wave. So the fact that this is twice as hard as Tidal Wave is kind of scary. Obviously this won't be verified for a long time, but when it does, I think it's a pretty cool level. I will rank that high C tier. Ascension to Heaven, another level I talked about in my last video. I think this might be a little bit shocking, but I will not rank this S tier. I will just rank it high A tier, because I feel like this level has had so much hype in the past, and I don't really think that it needs any more hype right now. I don't need to push this up to S tier because I think I have to. I just think it deserves a spot in A tier. Azure Flare. Alright, this is like the top one that is going to get verified last. Azure Flare is supposed to be the hardest 9 circles level ever, which is a pretty bold statement, but it's kind of basic, so I will rank it low B tier. Corrupted Planet. We don't really see much of this level, and there's nothing much I can really say about it. It's cool on its own, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. C tier. Escalator. I really like this level. It is sort of a Slaughterhouse styled level, so obviously some people will take away points from it, but I think that this level does a Slaughterhouse style in a good way. It has its own theming, it has a pretty cool song, and interesting decoration, and I really hope that this level gets verified. To rank it, I will place it A tier. I like the level that much. Elements 111 RG. I think this is the closest level to being verified on this whole list. There's currently some beef going around with the Real Mike. I hope someone else verifies the level than the Real Mike, even though Mike is doing a phenomenal job on the level. There's just been some unfortunate business that has I will rank it high C tier. Death Corridor. This level's got its charm, I will say that. It's pretty cool. Hopefully Kugel Blitz pulls through and verifies it. I know Kugel has a lot going around in their life, so hopefully maybe we'll see Death Corridor on the list someday. I will rank that low B tier. Ephemeral Abyss. Wow, this level is super cool. I love the song for it, and it's a cobweb styled level, so it's pretty short, but it does the thing that top zeros do and is very, very hard. It is borderline impossible, but the decoration and the song are amazing. I will be ranking this very high A tier. Eternal Silence. Okay, another easy D tier. I don't know why there has been this need to remake Silent Clubstep so much. Silent Clubstep is great on its own, and Eternal Silence kind of takes away the charm the original had and just turns it into this top 1 mess. Like, there's nothing cool about it. Eternal Night, another level you guys were bringing up a lot in my last video. This level is not getting verified, you guys. Curse isn't doing anything with it. Swarborg isn't doing anything with it. It's not getting verified. It's not a good level. It was cool, I'll admit that, but now it is very basic. I mean, it's the #1 top 1 people usually think about. I will rank it though, very low B tier. And I'm only ranking it B tier just because of the charm it has, but there's no real other reason. Eric's. This level was being verified by Zanny, but I think he like dropped it really fast after. I think it's a pretty cool level if it wasn't for the part that has 0 places in the whole thing. Like, how do you mess up that bad? Come on. I think Eric's is pretty cool. I hope it does get verified. It was supposed to be top 5, but it probably isn't anymore. Wow, this is like the original impossible level. This one is not getting verified for such a long time. It is like, there's no point in talking about it, but I will anyway. Exasperation is such an interesting and unique level. There is nothing on this entire list that compares to it in any way, shape, or form. If anyone was to verify this, that would be the most insane thing we've ever seen. And as a level by itself, I think it's all right. I will rank that mid-B tier. Injury. Oh, this level is super cool. I'm just gonna spare it all. Just gonna rank it S tier. I talked about it in my last video, and I just love it that much. It is so cool. 9 dice, rare. You guys did a great job decorating. And Griefer, great level in general. All right, Fallen Symphony. All right, I know some people are gonna get mad at this. I am very sorry. It is going in the D tier. Okay, I watched the level showcase and I felt nothing. There is nothing this level made me feel, and I don't care about it in any way, shape, or form. It is so basic and bland. It is just this fast-paced level that is supposed to be top 1, I guess. Grief. Grief's pretty cool. I talked about it in my last video. Nothing much really to say. I think Ice Cave did a great job, and it is going mid-A tier. Galaxy Collapse. Okay, this is such a cool level. I don't really know what happened to it though, because I heard that this level was canceled, and then on FNM04's channel there was a different Galaxy Collapse preview that sucks. It is turning into the bland mess, and it's just this white background, and I hate it. The original Galaxy Collapse though is still cool. I really wish it was getting verified, and I just love the way the whole level builds up intensity throughout it, and the decoration and song choice were great. I might go out on a whim and say it's S tier. That's a pretty interesting choice. It could have been high A tier, but I will rank it S tier. It means everything. This is a very unknown level, and I think it needs more attention. It is a 1.6 style top 1, and it is super cool and unique. It only uses 4 color channels just like 1.6, and it is aiming to be top 1. Vel did an amazing job with this level. It is super cool and unique, and it definitely does deserve to be verified one day. I will be ranking it very high A tier. Kingdom of Miracles. Now this is such a cool one. It builds up the intensity from Kingdom of Miracles to a way we have never seen before. And I think as a verification for W Popoff, it is perfect. Kingdom of Miracles is gonna be such a cool top 1 when it's verified. I love the song, I love the decoration, and I just love how everything is going about it. Good luck to the whole team, and good luck to you, Duke. Great job. I'll be ranking it S tier. Lament. Alright, another D tier. This level is so bad, I don't really remember anything about it. When I watched the showcase, I really felt nothing throughout the whole thing. I just wish it was a little more unique. I think the decoration in the beginning preview was alright, but other than that, I can't really say anything positive about it. Rare. Pretty cool level. If you're one of the people that was wondering why it wasn't in my last video, is because it's impossible. There are 480 FPS frame perfects in this level. It is not getting verified, you guys. Despite that, I think it's super cool. I just wish it didn't start this whole chain of copying it, but I will be ranking it A tier. Cosmos Unleashed. This is a pretty recent level that's been coming out, and it is very close to being finished, and I really like it. I know some people aren't a big fan of Cosmos as a level, but I think this level is pretty cool still, so I'll be ranking it high A tier. Return Zero. This level is by Mindcap, and it was supposed to be verified by Nepesta, but it was cancelled. But now it's being brought back, so good job to Mindcap for sticking around with it. Props to you. And I am pretty excited to see it. It is getting totally reworked in 2.2, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. For those of you that don't know, Return Zero is a 17-minute memory level. Yes, you heard that right. 17-minute memory level. It is Limbo, on steroids, on hair, on I cannot imagine anyone trying to beat this level, but we'll see. I'll rank it lower end A tier. Ouroboros. This is a pretty weird one because it's not something I'd expect Cherry Team to make. It came out kind of rushed when 2.2 came out, and I honestly didn't even know it was a Cherry Team level for a little bit. So hopefully Denny can verify this level soon. I think it's pretty cool. I will rank it high B tier. Misanthrope, another one I talked about last video. Nothing else really to say about it. Super cool. I love the intensity building up through it, and it overall is just going to be one of the most memorable top ones we've ever had. I would rank that mid A tier. Orochi. Alright, this level is still pretty cool, even though it's been a while since we got into preview. I hope Nobleboy comes around and grinds the hell out of it. I really hope to see this level verified one day, and hopefully it still holds up the charm. I will rank that A tier. Surface. This level's pretty unknown. It's one of Griefer's lesser popular works, but Griefer did a great job on it. It's one of my favorite ones from them, and I think it's the most probable of being verified, despite it being borderline impossible, but you never know. We'll see. I will rank this mid B tier. Silent Club Step 2. It's a pretty average level. Something I can really say about it. It's Silent Club Step 2. That's it. But I will rank it C tier. Scattered Faith, another one I talked about. I love the song, I love the gameplay, the decoration is super unique. I think they did a great choice on how to decorate it, and I'm very excited to see the end result. But I don't think it's getting verified for a super long time. I will rank this low A tier. Starfall. This level is super cool. It's one of the ones I like more on this list. It is supposed to be top 1, which kind of sucks. I wish it wasn't supposed to be this hard, but it is all up to the creators at the end of the day. I think choosing a crime song for this level was pretty good. There's nothing else I can really say about it. I do really like the level. I will rank it very high C tier though. Silent Helheim. I haven't really heard anything from this level in a while, but I think it's pretty cool. Could be verified and rated one day, but who knows? I don't think it's that bad. I will rank it somewhat low, right here. Terran. This one recently got finished just a few days ago as of recording this right now on Pi Day. It is super cool. I love the intensity building up, and I heard that this was supposed to be a horror theme level, which I think is very unique and interesting, but I personally don't see that aspect in it. But I love the way the intensity is built up, and the remix for Sakupin Hell Yes was perfect for it. I think this whole level looks amazing, and I'm glad to finally see it finished. I'll rank it mid A tier. The Human Limits, a classic. For those of you that don't know, Cherry Team actually has possession of this level. Sneeze is no longer working on it, so that'll be pretty interesting to see it finished one day. I have no idea who is even going to verify it. It is supposed to be one of the hardest levels ever. I think it's pretty cool with the song choice, and the decoration that we've seen is super cool. I will be ranking this higher B tier. Water. This level I kind of had to do a little digging for actually. I couldn't find a full showcase for it. I don't think there is one out on YouTube. It is another Slaughterhouse styled level, but this one is a little less subtle about it. In Escalator, it does its own theming and everything. Water, it's pretty bland and basic. It just kind of copies the Slaughterhouse styled gameplay and doesn't really do much different. So I will be ranking this sadly in D tier. The Visitant. This is very similar to the situation of Fallen Symphony. When I watched the whole level, I felt nothing. There's nothing I took away from this level that was positive or negative. It is very bland, but I will say that it is another stupid top 1 level. So I will be ranking this D tier. Vivisect. I love it a lot. One of my favorite ones I talked about last video, and I don't think it's a very big surprise. I'll be ranking it pretty high. Vehemence. It's pretty average level, another one I talked about. I do like the concept of it, but I just wish that they executed a little bit better. It does kind of feel pushed to be a top 1. I think it could be a lot better if it was top 5 or of that sort, but I do think it is B tier. Sakupin Circles Unnerfed, the level that was apparently beaten by Diamond, which is not true at all. He used pause buffering, which is cheating. Anyway, Sakupin Circles Unnerfed is just the normal Sakupin Circles with the spam. I actually have gotten close to doing it, so here's a clip of that. So anyway, to place it, I will rank it high D tier. I do like it more than the others. It does have that charm. And the last level we are going to be talking about is Ton 618, the redecorated top 1 version. Not the impossible level, but the reworked one. I like this level a lot. I wish that we got more updates about it. I have no idea what's even happening with it. I don't even know if it's being worked on still. So hopefully it gets finished one day, because I know this is the one that has a lot of hype around it. So I will be ranking this very high A tier. So that's that. Here's our list, and here's everything that has been ranked. I'm sorry if I missed a few levels. There's a lot of top 1s out there. I wish I could be guaranteed they'd go over all of them, but I mean, this was about 80 of them right now, and this kind of took a while to record. I want it to be known that these are my opinions and not yours. You are entitled to have your own opinions, and I'm not telling you to listen to me. This was just for fun, and if you agree with me, then good for you, and if you didn't, then thank you for watching until the end, and since I didn't do this last video, because I am such a good Samaritan, please follow me on all my socials on screen. I just started streaming on YouTube, so you should come stop by. No! Alright, enough selling out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.